Good afternoon, everybody. Rusty Blackwood here, and I welcome you to my loft on this June 29th, 2023 day. It is sort of a little brighter today than it was yesterday. We're still under the cloak of wildfires burning up north and in Quebec, and depending on the wind current and the air current, the direction, um, the air is not great, and you stay indoors as much as you can with your air conditioning going, whether you need it or you don't, just to be able to have decent, clear air to breathe, and that's been filtered. And so today is my granddaughter Sarah's last day of school for the end of the 2023 school year. And she will be going into grade 8 in September. So, yay, Sarah! 2 thumbs up, you did well. You had a pretty good report. And overall, we're all very, very proud of you. I remember grade 7 for me, I found more difficult than grade 8. And so I'm hoping, that maybe Sarah will end up saying the very same thing one day. And I think grade 7 certainly prepares you for grade 8 and onward to grade 9 and so on. But I mean, the curriculum of school has changed so much since my day when I was in school. And in some ways, I think it's better in some respects. And in other ways, no, it's not. I don't want to get political. We'll save that for another time and another topic. But just overall, I think I'm very proud of Sarah. She did very, very well. And I think she likes school. And to begin with, first and foremost, I think that is important, to be able to say that you like school and that you enjoy going to school, as opposed to, every day having to get up and go and to do something that you really don't want to do, like, certain jobs or something you get stuck in. And for better, for worse, and so, it is what it is, and you do the best you can, like you do with anything in life. And so today I am celebrating the concluding story of Return to Autumn Part 2, which is this one right here, and it is on its second internet book tour, and it is being featured today on Book Reader magazine, and so I'm very proud of that. Shout out to Vinny. Thank you so much for these tours that you provide for all of us authors. I don't know, without the internet nowadays, I don't know where we would be. So thank you so very much from me and from a lot of authors that I know that would be saying the same thing and giving you the same vote of thanks that I'm giving you. I use Vinny's tours quite often, Vinny O'Hare, and he has some great sites that he features books on, and helps out however he can, and the price is most affordable. And so yesterday we turned to Autumn Part 1, which is the one far back here, the middle novel in the Autumn series, that begins with The Perils of Autumn, and then Autumn Part 1, and then concludes in Autumn Part 2. And yesterday, Return to Autumn 1 was featured on Awesome Gang, and that's another internet site sponsored and run by Vinny. And so So anyway, so that's what's going on there. And day after tomorrow is Canada Day, and Canada will celebrate its 156th birthday. And so, you know, let's hope that Canada stands to be able to continue to celebrate birthdays on July the 1st of every year. I think that if the present government has anything, the federal government I'm talking about, has anything to do with it, it's not going to, but I think they're in for a big eye-opening, let's put it that way, because, you know, evil never ever wins. Might seem like it is for a while, but in the end, it doesn't. And I think they're going to be finding this out. I mean, they're just a string of puppets that's, you know, on their little strings, that's being maneuvered by, let's put it this way, someone in Switzerland. Davos maybe doesn't live there, but makes a yearly appearance there, and that is the World Economic Forum. And do your research, look into it, you know, Google it, find out exactly what it's all about, and who is favored, and who is placed in governments to do all these things that's happening in the world right now. And don't be listening to the constant narrative pushed down your throat all the time on the mainstream news, because they're, again, puppets, bought off puppets. And start doing some research, start looking into a lot of this stuff, and find out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. I mean, thank God that I took the time, listened to some people that were telling me the same things that I am speaking about, and telling me, helping me, you know, check this out, go to these sites, have a listen. And it was all right there, and it wasn't just somebody, you know, just words being spoken. There was facts given. There was video surveillance put on. So you see what is actually happening at that moment. That you never hear about any of this, you never see any of this on the mainstream news. And I guess what they refer to as legacy media. Well, you know, if they were to report the actual truth of what is going on in the world, I hate to think what would happen, because if people were actually informed properly and given the truth, I don't know whether governments would be stormed by people, you know, wielding pitchforks or whatever they could get a hold of. I don't know. I know that sounds like a scene out of a Frankenstein movie from the 40s, but come on. This is why the mainstream media, just every one of them, they report from the same script. It's given out to every one of them. And it was proven that, like, on up-teen mainstream media stations, them reporting the exact same thing, word for word, at the same time. You know, come on. It's just, you think that they would at least be a little bit creative about it, but the thing of it is now, for years it was hidden. Well, now it's in plain view. It's under everybody's nose, but everybody is so brainwashed and so dumbed down and so complacent that it doesn't sink in. they don't stop and think like, this doesn't make sense. And so makes perfect sense when you actually take the time and find out for yourself, and you're going to be, you're going to feel like you've been living in darkness for years. And it didn't just start with COVID. COVID was invented for the vaccine in order to get it into people's arms. And maybe, some of these things I'm saying, maybe it's going to get me booted from YouTube. I don't know, or give me a strike. I don't know. But for those who do know, you have to keep trying however you can, and not stop for fear of, well, my video may get taken down, or it may get a strike, or I may get reprimanded and have somebody shaking their finger at me. It might hurt my feelings. Well, so be it. A lot of people's feelings need to be hurt in order for people to be safe. And so much for that. And I'm going to ask you to please, when you subscribe to my channel, please turn on the notification bell so that you get notification whenever I put a new video up. And it also helps the algorithms to be a bit kinder to me, since our Prime Minister decided, he's Lord and Master, and that he is going to take over everything. He's censored everybody as to what they can say, and now he's even doing the same with the internet, and trying to control, and so while he gets on his knees and begs people to, he's got a YouTube channel now, and come and watch me, listen to me. And he's got very few followers, and I shouldn't maybe speak in that term, because anybody, you depend on your views and you depend on your subscriptions and stuff to help your channel grow. And I would say maybe 7 out of 10 people are legitimate, and they're on here for the right reason, and they're on here to bring information and provide entertainment, and answer questions if anybody has any. And they're not on here to try to control people. And you hear the growling going on. It's George, the YouTube star George. Let's hope he doesn't end up pulling my computer right off of its stand here. And now, George, stop. I love this little guy, but I'm telling you, he can be a handful and a half. And he's not even my cat. And so, I'm just going to plug this laptop in, just in case I run out of battery partway through. These batteries do not, they're supposed to be 2 hours, but they're not. They're nowhere near that. And so, now look, George, get out of there. This tail of his, if I could tape it to his back. Stop! Stop! Get out of there. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Now behave yourself. That's a boy. You take off and go find something else to get into. My goodness sakes. This is, it's more work than having a little 1 or 2-year-old running around, because at least with them, get out of here, go. Jeez, he is just so persistent. He gets something in his head. He's like this little stubborn child that's going to have his way come what may, regardless of how he's reprimanded. And he gets these ideas in his head that he wants to do something, and he will continue and keep at it no matter how much you try to deter him. Here he's back again. I will pick him up here so you can say hello. All my stuff is going to go flying. Come here. I'm sure he's probably thinking, you're telling me to go away, get lost, and now you're calling me back. What am I supposed to do? Come here. Come here. And then you can come up and say hello. All right, away you go. I guess I get my water bottle. Do I get my water bottle? I think he is gone for now. Who knows? We will see. But, oh my goodness. You know, you get your train of thought on something, and and then, you know, something happens, and I was just starting to do this video when I had just got started on like take 1 or take 2, whatever. And I think it was take 2. Something happened with the very beginning of the very first one, and so I had to stop. It was only a few seconds into it, really. And then I started again into the second one, and then my cell phone's ringing. You know, I've got a call coming in. So, and it wasn't anything important. And so I just ended up shutting my cell phone off. Well, let's hope that my landline doesn't take off, because, you know, I can't unplug it, because, you know, everything, you know, I may not have internet then or whatever. I don't have dial-up, of course, but I mean, you know, so I've got to leave well enough alone. And so, you know, welcome to Rusty Blackwood's life. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm not writing right now, with everything that's been going on, and because I would not be getting much accomplished. Let's put it that way. You know, between phone calls and people coming to the door, deliverymen, and or messengers, and, you know, the phones ringing. You know, it is next to impossible to write. I've just been concentrating this last, quite a few weeks now on the promotion of the autumn series in different forms, and on YouTube here through my videos, and on author, and on Instagram. I've been taking a lot of different reviews for the series and interviews from me, and you're doing whatever you have to do to promote your work and keep your face in the public's eye, as well as your name and your work, you know, and in hopes that you can keep moving forward. Because if you don't, then, as I've said different times, you may as well, you know, just stop altogether writing and trying to do anything, because it's like a waste of time. And but when you've been doing it for over 20 years, you've got so much time and cost, and even, you know, whatever my talent is worth, tied up in your work, that it's like any investment. You don't want to just throw it all away, and if at all possible, that can be avoided, and you can reach or obtain some form of oh, what's the word I want? Success, I guess. And and so, I mean, when I went into this business, I went into it with my eyes wide open. I wasn't naive in that respect to think that, oh, I was going to be um, an instant success and I was going to be a household word where everybody in the world knew who Rusty Blackwood was. Um, you know, maybe there are some that go into this business with that thought. I don't know. Um, all I can say is if you do, be prepared to be disappointed because the opportunity or the chance, let's put it that way, maybe not the opportunity, but the possibility is there that it could happen. You could be your work could be seen by a reputable editor or a reputable producer or somebody, head of a publishing company, a reputable publishing company that is impressed with your work and therefore would contact you, and you'd go from there. But the the chances of that, as I say, it's always possible, and this is what, of course, you strive for. For me, it would be great, but I get more enjoyment and satisfaction out of knowing that I wrote something that brought entertainment to the person that was reading it, um, and giving them entertainment in the way it entertains me when I write. Um, because I write my life and I write my feelings and my emotions, and uh, and if the recipient of those words can be touched in the same way that I am when I'm writing it, then I've I've mastered what it is I set out to do, and I've accomplished that. And so it's great to have sales, but to me, it's more rewarding to have that rapport with the people that read my work and have, follow my work and comment and have nice things to say about my work. And in that respect, if I can have that, then or if I can reach that or accomplish that, then then I'm satisfied. And just because I said that, please don't stop following me or paying attention to what it is that I've written or what I'm going to be having coming out, and the different titles that I have written and that are available. And I hope that you'll check them out if you haven't already. And if you get a copy and you read it, please contact me and come to my website, rusty-blackwood.com, and leave a message or email me at writerrusty@hotmail.ca, and let me know. And for me, that's the rapport that I'm after, and so it's been, as I say, over 20 years. It's been 20. I started writing seriously in 2001, and I published my first title in 2009, and since then I've written, all told, I believe it's 14 titles, and 10 of those titles are still available. And my my autumn series is um, are the latest titles that I've done, and as I've spoken about, I will be doing um, Before the Grandeur, but not until the fall. And I started to write another romantic fiction drama a while ago, before I decided that I just decided to shelve that for a while I do return to grandeur, or before, pardon me, I have Return to Autumn on the brain here. Before the Grandeur, which centers around Cyril Landon's life and how he came to be a celebrated horsemaster. And but this other one, it's based again on an experience of mine, and that's kind of, in a way, sweet, and in another way, um, maybe one could say, using the term "told you so" type of thing. And in time I will return to it, but right now that isn't as important to me to finish doing as Before the Grandeur. And so that's what's going to be happening. And I don't know whether I will be back to do a video on Canada Day or not. I may decide to come on and do like a little short video of Canada Day, or for Canada Day. But if I don't, at least I have done this one, and I've acknowledged the Canada's birthday. And so still, all us Canadians, let's be proud that we are Canadians, even though we're constantly lectured and ridiculed by a certain person, because he's not satisfied with our past and our heritage, and those who gave their lives to keep us free, and just, it is what it is right now, for right now. And but it won't always be that way. And so if you hear the noise off and on in the background, again, it's my air conditioner that's in the back dormer window here that keeps coming on, and because it reaches its temperature that it's set at, of course, and then it goes off. And you know I'm so blessed and so fortunate for a lot of things in my life, and for my life, period. But I mean, a lot of things that go on in my life and that happen in my life, and the people that are in my life. First and foremost, my own family, and my friends that I have, and they're true, the ones that I know I can depend on. Some some have returned that have been away for a while, and they're, again, very, very blessed to have that happening. And some that I thought were, one in particular that I thought was a stalwart, heavy-duty friend, turned out to not be what I thought, and that's sad. But as far as I'm concerned, it's her loss, not mine. And you don't turn away from someone simply because they return to their roots and the way they were raised, and started following the path that they should have never left. And so, all you can do is pray for these people, and that they find the right road, and I hope they do. George is back. My little, it's like having a little child here, really and truly. But he's a darling cat, and he's a lot of fun. You can chase your ball. You're gonna come up and say hello. Come on. You gonna come and say hi? Come on, come up here and say hello. Come up here. Come on. Come on up. George. Georgie boy. No, he's not going to. It's always the way. I hope I didn't want him up here in the frame. Well, maybe I can get him. Let's see. There he is. Hey, George. Can you say hi? Look and say hi to your fans. The YouTube star, George. Yeah. Well, he made an appearance. I guess he was my unscheduled guest. And one of these times, I should like to have a very special guest come on with me. I shall check out, feel it out first, and see if she would be comfortable in coming on and being a guest, sharing a video, and a wonderful writer and a wonderful friend and a beautiful lady all around. And so, but I won't make any mention of names or anything, just in case she doesn't feel comfortable in doing so. So I'll check that out, and if she agrees to come and be a guest with me on one of my videos, then I will do a promo on that so that you will all be aware of that and can tune in. And so, for now, I'm going to stop because I've just passed the 30-minute mark, and go and get this video uploaded and get it shared around, and it can share in prominence with Return to Autumn Part 2 that's making the rounds today on the internet, on my different media sites, and so I hope that you check that out. I hope that you will like this video and share it around and comment it if you'd be so kind, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I thank you so very much. I wish God's blessings to each of you out there. Please stay well, stand strong, stay safe, and I'll talk to you again soon. So for now, peace out. Bye-bye.